strong, my little lady. I'm gonna keep her moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn. Till I see the light, feeling high, my little lady. I'm gonna take it to the other side. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. You can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. We're gonna get real. Oh, I'm feeling good, my little lady. She's gonna take me to the other side. I'm feeling nice, my little lady. She's gonna keep me moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn. Never gonna stop, she's gonna treat me right. I'm feeling good, my little lady. She's gonna take me to the other side. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car and you can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car and we're gonna get real. Come on, baby. Let's take a ride. I don't know where we're gonna go, but first, let's dance. You know I used to smoke too much, and you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, and you can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much, and you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, and we're gonna get real.
Hi everyone, Dan here, and I just wanted to put a little snippet about Astroworld and what we do because I want to start getting the word out because I think it's becoming more and more of a giant community, and I want to get the word out to some other people. So what we do at Astroworld is we hold astrophotography chats on Wednesdays at 9 p.m., Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and we just talk astrophotography. Wednesdays more of a techie kind of advanced intermediate, and Fridays is more of a newbie kind of thing. So if you want to check us out, and if you want to, hang out with some semi-decent people that like to go off the rails a little bit and have fun while they're doing it, come check us out at astroworldweb.com, and you can check out the schedule, and you can sign up for all the free giveaways that we do. We just gave away an Eagle 4 Pro, an Optolong filter kit, Charles Brackenstein's books, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So come to astroworldweb.com, hang out with us, have a good time, and as always, remember to keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Deborah, things are becoming intense. I ripped my jeans on your fence, hiding away from your man. Oh, it's a passion. Oh, tell a tale of 1,000 lonely days. Yes, she's the real thing. I'm getting caught in the rain, standing here calling your name. Guess I got no one to blame. Yeah, it's a small town. Yeah, all the people turn and stare. Oh, it's a secret. Hey, let them see me. I don't care if you want to be together. It's so good to be together with you. If you want to be together. If you want to be together, it's so good to be together with you. If you want to be together, say you want to be together. I'm feeling really guilty, but it feels so bad. Yeah, so good to be together. We did it before, we can do it again. I'm tearing out my hair, 'cause I don't know when so good. You want to be together. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's so good to be together. Yeah, so damn good. If you want to be together, it's so good, it's so good, yeah. What the hell's wrong with my telescope now? Yeah, what's wrong with this thing?
The lost Lone Ranger, can I break this spell? Do one thing right, do I make you do things wrong? If I want to stand by the line, I will always take the ball. If I just do the left, I can lead from the right. I sleep all day long, and then I'm breathing through the night.
I wonder what it was that made me want you. She couldn't understand what made me hard.
She's climbing out my open window. I'm laying here alone and cold and drained. Yeah. So take another breath and come up for your oxygen. And now you wanna kiss the flesh and blood of every man, every man. And when the moon is full and the wolves will howl, she swam across the lake
it's dark and tangled. I never saw her turn her head in shame. She's standing out the open window. I'm lying here alone, cold and gray. So take another breath and come up for your oxygen. Hey, you know you wanna kiss the flesh and blood of every man, every man. Well, we all took turns and you swallowed the world. I never realized they sat with us, man. And she said, I want more. Give me more disgusting stuff. A little bit of disgusting stuff. Disgusting stuff. Oh, you make me disgusting stuff. A little bit of disgusting stuff. Give me more disgusting stuff. Yeah, a little bit of disgusting stuff. I want more.
Hi everyone, Dan here, and I just wanted to put a little snippet about Astroworld and what we do because I want to start getting the word out because I think it's becoming more and more of a giant community, and I want to get the word out to some other people. So what we do at Astroworld is we hold astrophotography chats on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. and Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And we just talk astrophotography. Wednesday's more of a techie kind of advanced intermediate, and Fridays is more of a newbie kind of thing. So if you want to check us out, and if you want to, hang out with some semi-decent people that like to go off the rails a little bit and have fun while they're doing it, come check us out at astroworldweb.com, and you can check out the schedule, and you can sign up for all the free giveaways that we do. We just gave away an Eagle 4 Pro, an Optilong filter kit, Charles Brackenstein's books, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So come to astroworldweb.com, hang out with us, have a good time, and as always, remember to keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
What the hell's wrong with my telescope now? Yeah, what's wrong with this thing?
What's up, everybody? How's it going? We made it here. How's it happening? There we go. We just got 2 tonight for right now. Me and Peter here tonight, and Eric, I'm sure will pop in. You know how it is being in Central Time right now, so it's right in dinner time. Pete's before dinner time. I'm after dinner time, and Eric's in the middle. So so he's probably chewing down really fast, and he'll be on eventually. Of course, he's always on. So welcome to Friday night. It's Friday night Astroworld, and we're going to be sitting here talking about a couple things. We're going to be talking about what we say, Pete, pimp my rig a little bit tonight, and some critique stuff and all that. But hey, just some Astroworld Telescopes news. The retail store. We just got more dealerships. We are now a Mead dealer. We finishing the final, I guess, rigmarole for Televiews. So Teleview's coming on board with us. Oh, Eric's here already. So hold on a second. There we go. There's Eric.
Here.
And so we got Teleview, we got Explore, we got Primaluch, we got go on the website and check it out. You can see all the stuff. It's getting too much to even talk about right now. But spread the word. We're a new retailer, and we're here. A retailer by astrophotographers, and you know what? And fair enough. A lot of companies started off that way, but are no longer. But hey, we well, actually, I'm the only one answering the phone, so I got to put these guys on the payroll. So thank you for everybody who's supported the retail store already. Thank you for the bunch of people who bought. I've sold, I think, 4 Eagle 5s already. I mean, it's crazy. So, and that's without any really advertising. I have done none yet. So awesome. So we're gonna do our normal thing tonight. We're gonna do the sponsors and all the stuff again. But I did send an email out to. I actually got a chance to put all the. I'm not gonna show them, but all the emails on the backs of these pages and on the envelope over here. We got over 178 emails during NEAF, and so thank you to Eric and Jesse and who else? Ernie and Pete and everybody just getting those emails together. I sent an email out to everybody just saying thank you for stopping by the booth and supporting the show. So thank you for everybody. And the funny thing is the one thing that didn't get won, the one thing that didn't get won, and we're gonna have to do it because
One thing that didn't get won.
nobody claimed it.
This is so funny. The one
And
thing
I
that
have the ticket here. This is the winning ticket, and nobody claimed it. And the closet of death still lives. So we're going to be doing this probably. I don't know when do you want to do it? Maybe like Memorial Day, closet of death, the Memorial Day show. Maybe we'll do it that. I don't know. We'll do that. We got a couple other things. We got a wine tumbler here, and I also have a.
I thought you gave away the wine tumbler.
I had two. I had one for each day.
Okay.
And got the
eclipse shades.
The eclipse shades, the Astroworld limited edition eclipse shades.
Hey,
so
Corin.
Was that
Corin?
Corin's here? It's too late for him, man. Go to bed, brother. You can catch us tomorrow. Do we have to guess the ticket number? Sure. You know what? We might do that. Well, we'll guess. Can you see it? No, you can't see it. So there you go. So maybe you can guess the ticket number, and we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that on the Memorial Day. But let's go over the sponsors real quick because we haven't done that since we got back. And I'm sure that the slides are going to be messed up because I didn't update them. So I apologize for that. It's been a crazy couple days. So and let's get rid of this. And then there we go. And so for those of you that know, I think a lot of the people in there are pretty much actually I see some new names up there. Captain Rescue, I see some new names up there. So welcome to the show. We do have sponsors for giveaways that we give stuff away. So Woodland Hills Camera and Telescopes gives us gift certificates that we give away once a month. So they're at our main sequence level, followed by at a Red Giant level, Prima Luce Lab, Camera Concepts, and Optolong. And one other thing that I still have, I believe I still have an L Extreme that I haven't given away yet. So we're going to be giving that away sometime during the year as well.
Okay.
Masters of Pix Insight, including tonight, every Friday night, we give away a free Masters of Pix Insight workshop. And once a month, we also give away a IP for AP yearly subscription. And if you want to join any of these giveaways, you have to go to astroweb.com and sign up for the individual giveaways. You will then be put on the wheel, and you'll be put on the wheel of the Sean Nielsen Wheel of Fortune. And then we'll do that. So
while you're doing that, you may as well go ahead and press the like button down at the bottom and give us a thumbs up if you're on YouTube, because we're doing all this stuff, all these cool giveaways, and we have these awesome sponsors that support us. So show your love, smash that like button, Hulk smash it, Super Mario, Super Smash Brothers smash it, whatever you got to do. Just smash it.
Absolutely. And you know what? And share it. Go on our Discord channel if you want to support the show. Go on our Patreon. Our Patreon channel is growing. You get special perks on Patreon. I know, Charity, I owe you the black the black hole shirt is coming. So yeah, I tried to do the Super Mario music, but I didn't do it well. But I hate when he hits the mushroom and it goes really fast. You can't do that anymore. but we do give away a lot of masters, and all the Masters of Pix Insight now have been on the show at least once, and they'll be on again. So it's really good to have Ron, Warren, and Pete. All not Pete Meyer. Well, Pete's always on the show, but Pete Prue from Masters of Pix Insight. They've all been on, so it's really, really cool. Did I see Beatrice?
Yes.
I haven't seen Beatrice in there in a long time. How you doing, B? What's going on? All right. And I don't know what, so we do have, if you want to be a member sponsor, you can go on our Patreon site and support the channel there. And there's different levels of sponsorship and different perks that you could get. So go to Patreon, support the channel, support us, and you know what? It gives us more stuff to give away at the next NEEF, if you think about it that way. So and NEEF is coming already. It's already 11 months away. The clock is ticking. So join us on Patreon and support us on there. So thank you so much for those of you that are there. So we got our Off the Rails members, our highest levels, Sean and Bob. Our Quasar members, John, Hassan, and Chris, and you know, everybody's still on here, so it's great. Charity, Dave, Dan, George, Mike, and Tom on our Black Hole member, our Red Giant members, and again, we have about 50 something members across Patreon and YouTube. And if you are on YouTube and you're watching the show, please consider jumping over to our Patreon channel because you get some cool stuff on there automatically. A White Dwarf and Protostar. So thank you, everybody. We had a couple of good guests in the past. Again, some of these are a little bit old, so I do apologize if everybody's seen this. If you haven't seen the show with Astros Ace, it was a Saturday afternoon show, and it was a lot of fun. Stacy's actually getting married 1 year from today. So congratulations to Stace, and I'm looking forward to seeing the pictures of the wedding in a year. So April 5th, we have Warren Keller, and we got to schedule part 2 with him because he only did part 1. We got to schedule part 2 with him because we only got up to, I think, like Star Exterminator. We didn't get through the whole thing with M51. So he's going to do part 2 of the processing workflow that he was working through.
He was working on, yeah.
Yep. This is still happening. This says April 21st, but it's not. It's actually this Wednesday coming up. This Wednesday on the 12th of May, almost the Ides of March. It's not the Ides of March yet. It's Ides of March are the 15th, I think. Pavel Kagas from Moravian is going to be coming on and showing us his cameras, his stuff. It's going to be pretty cool. That camera's sick looking. Look at that thing. Look at the chip on that thing. It's like the size of it's like the size of it's like a credit card. It's like it's that big. And then in June, we still haven't gotten a date from Helena yet because she's going through finals right now. So we will be getting an email from Helena and booking her for June. That's going to be a lot of fun. So that might be a Saturday as well. So we'll see. And of course, please give us a shout out on YouTube, Discord, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and Instagram. We're on everything. Everything you can think of, we're on. And you know what the funny thing is? I don't know if you saw this. Pete, I don't know if you saw this, but on TikTok, because we're on TikTok too. On TikTok, Alan Mitchell, and I'm gonna go back real quick to the 3-up because we're done with that. But so on Alan Mitchell, for those of you who don't follow Alan Mitchell, he's got like 40,000 followers on TikTok. It's ridiculous. And he's been on the show once or twice before. He was actually the one that got me hooked on the Rig Runner that helped me with my wire management. He's got a really good wire management video if you're dealing with Anderson power poles. So, it's really cool. And he's doing a TikTok video that he just did. And he was talking about his Wi-Fi and his how he hooked up his hardwired his system to the internal internet. And as he's sweeping across the room, he goes across his computer, and guess what's on his computer? The first show, the Cosmic Charlie and Declination Dan video is playing in the background, and I'm just laughing my butt off. It was so much fun. But I was like, Alan, it's sick. It's great. But yeah, it's kind of cool. But anyway, so that's what's going on for guests. Thank you, everybody. Again, I can't say, and you know what the funny thing is? When it's all said and done and when it's all over, I was looking all over for it and I found it. It was in my laptop case. And we could have used this.
Yeah, you think?
It would have been
You think?
nice. But we'll have it for the next time.
Yeah.
This is Dan Higgins from Astroworld TV. And
You know what? You know what? And I'm not going to say anything about, I was going to say, why don't you just send it to me and I'll bring it? Because you know what? I can't say anything about that stuff because I left my cap there, and you ended up having to send it back to me, so I would have probably ended up forgetting.
I mean, I left my counterweight pole at home, and Jessie had to give me one of hers. So yeah, but it happens. The brain farts happen, and things happen. And the problem is I didn't forget it. I didn't forget it. It was in my laptop bag.
It's in the bag.
And oh well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, so but hey, the whole thing with the little lapel mics, the Rode mics, those worked out fine. So,
yeah, they were a little hot. They were a little hot, but I'm trying to do some stuff with them. I'm gonna have them all up for you so you can play around with them too this weekend. That's on it's on my list of things to do this weekend because I have off tomorrow and Sunday.
We've all got so many crazy lists to do.
Yep.
Except Pete. Pete's going to be chilling out, going fishing or something.
Oh, he already did the fishing. He did.
Already done the fishing. I'm skiing this weekend.
See,
you got the life, my friend.
When I grow up and be a big boy, I want to be like Pete.
I'm telling you.
Oh my God,
Eric, I think it's called just not tolerating the SH.
Yep. She's like, I'm a human being, goddammit, and I'm not gonna take it anymore.
Well, it's kind of like that last line of that movie Hero, right? Where Dustin Hoffman's talking to his boy and he said, son, he said, you're kind of young right now, but when you get older, you're going to understand that life is nothing but layers of BS. You just got to find out what layer you feel comfortable in.
Yep.
That's exactly what it is.
What layer of stinking flies do you feel okay with dealing with?
I hear that. I hear that.
Oh man.
But yeah, so and I think we're all like kind of more awake than we, I got a couple of comments on Wednesday night that said, usually it's okay with one of you are tired, but it looked like all three of us were tired on Wednesday. And we were all sitting there. Pete's drinking, not saying a word. Eric's drooling, running outside, doing whatever. And I'm sitting there yawning, like, so.
I was actually, I wasn't outside. I was over there taking a nap.
Oh, that's what it is. He ran behind the bar. He's got a bed behind the bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's futon.
Exactly. Before we go really big and stuff, I want to share a few things with you guys, astrophotography related, because this is an astrophotography show.
Usually.
At least that's the last time, I heard, it was an astrophotography show, and that's how we advertise it and all of that crap. But anyway, so I did some astrophotography this week, and I tried some new things. I was on the whole kind of, you say, Richard Wright kick.
Okay. Non-guiding kick, is that what you mean for those who don't know?
Yeah, okay. Unguided, the unguided, short exposure. So Do
I need to make a screen for you? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, in a minute.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, so first off, I did, because this is a full moon. Okay, a full moon week.
Right.
So you can't. So unless you're doing narrow band, you kind of limited in what you can do. And I'm using that guy there. So I have, a limited and a very narrow field of view and everything. So I had to make some decisions on what I wanted to go after. I'm using the 533 one-shot color, so it's giving me great magnification because of the crop sensor that it has, the one-inch crop sensor. So anyway, I decided to go after a few globular clusters, because globular clusters, from what I've learned from like experts like Ron Brecker and others that during a full moon period, those are one of the few broadband targets that you can actually go after. Okay, if you are imaging, or or it's a great night, you just gotta want to image, and it's a full moon. One of them is going after globular clusters. So I was working on globular clusters. So I did 2 of them. I did M3 and M5, all of them at 10-second shot. I did 10-second shots, all UV filter. 360 gain. I did max gain.
Okay.
I pushed it to max gain at 300, and so I did 10 seconds. So I've only processed M3. So I'll share with you M3, and this is leading up to the issue that I hope others, you, Pete, someone, folks in the chat, can help me understand and help me deal with. And I think it might be my flats, but let's just take a look here. Okay, I don't know if you can see this here.
Just you right now.
Okay, sorry. Nope, I forgot to share. Duh.
You silly boy.
I know. So here we go.
There you go. Oh, Doctor Who going
dun,
on.
dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, very blue, very blue.
So here is what I processed. This is with This is M3.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys can see this.
Yep.
And I want dead honest, critiques here. So one, I do know, and I think there's an issue with the flats in the 533, and I've been trying to figure this out. But let me try to zoom this in, because you can see this dust bunny.
Yep, it's still there.
It's still there. So so here I am. I'm using the SI-Air. I'm doing the auto flats, and it for some reason it's not calibrating out.
That's definitely a flat issue. That's
so I need to. So I'll share my flats here in a second. But then also this banding. I don't know if you can see this slight banding, and I'm thinking that could be the flats as well.
I don't know, but your hand is going crazy.
Are you saying handing or banding? Because I see a lot of handing.
Banding.
Yeah,
banding.
hands.
Yeah, handing, but banding.
Right.
So I am open to.
Can you zoom in a little bit more on the banding? Because we can't really make it out. I got all these lights in my eyes, so I can't really see it.
So let me move. I don't know if you can see the shift. And maybe if I share maybe one of the unprocessed, let me see if I can bring up one of the unprocessed. Maybe you can see it better.
No, I see like a blue, I see like a color shift, kind of.
Yeah, it's almost this banding here or shifting of color.
Yeah, I can see that on that.
So if I zoom in here, you can definitely see it.
Oh, now I could definitely see it.
So that's what I'm trying to struggle with. And I would love comments. Drop them in Discord. Shoot me an email, eric@astralworldweb.com, whatever. Drop them in the chat. But this is one thing that I've been working, that I'm trying to figure out. Now I did most of the post here in Astral Pixel Processor.
Okay.
The background, the background extraction. I did drop this. I saved it as a TIFF, and I dropped it into PixInsight, and I was able to, use Blur Exterminator on the TIFF.
Okay.
To help shrink, control and shrink the stars a bit.
Right.
Because I don't know if you see here, and then if I bring, where is it? Yeah. If I bring this back up, I don't know if you'll be able to tell how you'll be able to tell the difference. of the star brightness.
Yeah, you could definitely tell the difference.
You can definitely tell the difference.
Yep.
And that was through using Blur Exterminator. So, I was pleasantly surprised to know that even though I did all of the stretching and this was a nonlinear TIFF, I was able to drop the TIFF file into PixInsight and use Blur Exterminator and basically deconvolve the image, which was, I thought, pretty cool. So, but yeah, this is something that is something I would love to try to figure out with this one-shot color and learn, and we're all learning here. So these flats, if it's the flats or something.
Well, I mean,
and
the flat is just that, I mean, from what I could tell from even looking at the what's your USB traffic at?
It's USB 3. What do you mean?
No. Oh, you're using ASIR. Sometimes when you have a USB traffic too high, you could get that banding because your data is going so fast that it's creating that banding.
Okay.
Now that doesn't happen so much with the ASIR. Kind of takes that out. That's not part of the equation as far as I know with the ASIR, but with Nina it becomes an issue with the USB.
And the other thing is, with these this dust modes, with the flats, you do flats to calibrate these dust modes out, and I'm seeing a freaking dust mode.
Sometimes, I mean, depending on your ADU and where that dust mode is, so it's fairly big.
Yeah.
So that means it's either probably.
No, keep talking. I'm just gonna go here.
I don't know. It's you'll probably be able to grab it on the glass of the sensor on the frontal glass. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
See, so here it is.
I'm wondering if the rest of that, can you do a super stretch on the caliber? Do you have one calibrated frame?
One calibrated frame?
Yeah, just one calibrated frame before the stack.
Before the stack, no. I don't think it does that with APP, if I'm not mistaken.
It doesn't calibrate your frames, put it in a file?
No.
Gosh darn it. Okay.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Okay, so do you have the one just out of the stack? Can you do like a really, really exaggerated stretch?
So, yeah. So here, let me find one. So I put it in PixInsight.
Okay.
So one thing is like that I do like with APP, very similar to having the History Explorer, that it holds onto every fit file that you have changed, so you can always go back. So if I go here and let me go to my initial crop, okay, and this is the crop when I first cropped it, and let me do
like a real crazy. Now you're gonna have to tell me, because
now you can even see the banding here.
I could see the banding. That I could see.
There you can see, and then here's the dust mode. If I can.
Now, are you making out other dust modes besides that one? Because I can't remember. It looks crappy on YouTube. So I mean, do you see the other dust modes that are there? Can you open up one of your flats, maybe?
Yeah. Let me open up a flat
and just lay it over the top. Lay it over the top.
Yeah.
It does look like walking noise, Norm. Is Sean here? Did I see Sean was here?
Okay.
And stretch that. And make sure that they're both the same kind of. See if you can fit them.
Okay. here.
Let's do like a.
Yeah.
Yep. You need
Okay.
more. You need more than that. Make it brighter. Yeah. Darn OSC cameras. Ooh, D Bayard, man. Come on. There you go. That okay. So that's okay. So see if you can make the image the same kind of size of that.
Okay.
And you see those two dust motes on the left at like at 9 o'clock? On the flat. On the flat.
Oh, on the flat here?
Yeah, you see those two?
Yep.
See if you can match those up. Can you see those two in the stacked image?
Let me see.
See if you can line them up and see if they're actually there. Because I'm telling you, they're probably there.
Did I goof something?
See if you can make them the same geometry. You might have to crop the other one the same.
Yeah. Did I goof something up here?
So you're in real-time preview on the
Okay, let me close. Yeah, there's that stretch. Do I need to close this guy?
close that. And then hit the do that and try and bring that flat over. Bring the flat over the top of the M3 and see if you could see the other donuts. You might have to make them a little brighter. You know what I'm trying to do, right? I'm trying to line them up like a puzzle.
Trying to line it up.
Yeah. And you're gonna have to
what you're saying.
You're gonna have to tell me if you see them because I can't tell on YouTube.
I cannot see the other two at 9 o'clock. No.
Okay.
I cannot.
So it's just not calibrating that one out.
Yes. It just seems to be not calibrating that one out.
And what's the ADU of your flats?
Let's see. I believe it was around 32.
I'll go to just for the people out there that don't know how to do this. Go to the stats. So it's what is it? Process, and then all, and then statistics.
Yeah.
Okay, and then choose the view. And then where you at? What does it say? 30?
34.
34.
34,016.
And that's a 533, right?
And that's the mean, and the median is 40,000. This was at just under 3 seconds.
Just under 3. That doesn't sound ugly.
No, exactly. So these are some of the things that I'm trying to figure out and understand about my equipment. Your equipment.
I got a dumb question for you, and I've never tried to do this before. I'm guessing you could dither even though you're not guiding, right?
Yep.
You can, I've never tried it.
I've heard you can. HD2.
Pete, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You can do that in PhD 2. I don't know if you can do it through the ASI Air though. Can you?
Yeah, because what I would do is I would have dithered that probably because you're only doing what? How many 15 second, 10-second shots?
10 seconds? Yeah, 10 seconds.
I would probably dither every like 20 or 30 frames. And then just to get I really think Norm's right. That looks like thank you guys, not in the ASI Air. You may I'm wondering, you may in order to do that with the CMOS, and to do 15-second shots unguided. I don't know. Let's throw it out to the people outside because I don't know because I'm not an ASIR user. But do you have any issues with walking noise, non-dithering with the one-shot color camera doing high gain, low exposure?
Yeah, I'd love to know.
You know, because I'm thinking that I'm on the same boat as Norm is, where that's a walking noise issue. Not forgetting that dust mode, that's a flat thing.
Yeah, but the color banding, the color shifting.
The banding, I think, it looks like walking noise to me. It really does.
And this is why they say dither or die. So for all you guys out there,
Yep.
always wondering about.
Yeah, even Starlance
guided
is
and
saying, "Yep,
unguided.
that's walking noise." Everyone's saying it's walking noise.
Okay.
So
And
you may have to go, Nina, to do this type of project.
I might, yeah. And that's totally fine. That is totally fine. That's why I've got my little Melee PC here and everything. So,
Yeah, you may have to go, Nina, to do something of this type.
yes.
Just so you're able to dither without the guiding. So, but that's an interesting little
It's interesting, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It is interesting, and it and this and it's a good conversation. I thought it was a very good conversation piece that we can have to discuss, maybe the importance of dithering and some of the things some of the limitations of the ASIR versus using Nina and PhD2 and stuff like that. So Mike, thank you. So that's good to know. He says I dither a lot and I've never had that issue. So
yeah, and in all fairness, I don't think you've had this issue either when you're doing a regular project. This is just a new thing.
No. Yeah, this was just totally new, short exposure, unguided, stuff like that. So no, usually I dither and all of that. So yeah.
And maybe that's something that we need to take a look at as far as one-shot color cameras and maybe taking that, the Richard Wright way of 15 and high gain, and just you're gonna have to dither.
You're just gonna have to dither, just so you can fight that walking, that walking noise. So
yeah, I think that if you did that, I bet you if you did that again using Nina under the same temperature, time, and gain, I think you'll find that the stack will probably come out a little cleaner.
And by the way, also another piece of the experiment was I was running because we were, in our last show, we were talking about the vibration concerns
of the fan,
and everything. So I did this uncooled. This was also uncooled, and I did notice quite a bit that the stars were a lot. They were better. Okay. Not always, but because I probably out of 500 lights, I probably was able to hold on to about 400. So 20% I had to pretty much toss out because I saw some slight elongation, because it was the movement and everything. So.
Yeah. Hey, Eric.
Mike mentioned you should start using your automatic. Yeah. Yes.
Eric, I was going to say, looking at the post-processing, globular clusters are very old stars, so they're going to be more yellow. You've got a lot of blue stragglers in there, which gives it a very, very young, open cluster kind of look to it. So you may want to just kind of, look at your post-processing because really you need to be more on the yellow side.
More on the yellow side? Good call.
Yeah, somebody said something about the ASI auto flats.
Yeah. Mike was saying, I should think about I should stop using the auto flats.
Yeah.
Which,
try it.
It's fine.
The only time I ever use, and again, I have the mini,
I have the Plus, I have the Pro, I have the white box. I have a, so I have them all. I don't use them very often. I just use them now for my smaller, anything under 400 millimeters, I use it on. And then, the only time I've used the auto flats is when I'm using a DSLR. That's the only time I've ever used the auto flats. Anything else, I aim for that 50% on my own and have a day. That's it.
Right. One thing that I did remember, Tegan put this out when
I
he
miss
was
that
doing.
guy. I miss that guy.
Yeah, I know. When he put out when he was working on his he was doing some shots with the 533. I think I gotta look at that video again because I think he even said that he did his flats at like around 3,500 ADU.
3,500.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
35.
what's the full well capacity of the 533?
Just looking
Good
at
question. Let's pull that up.
Full well,
see.
50.
So it's 50. So you want to be at 25,000 between 50 and 70% on the ADU value.
Yeah, it's you sure it was 3,500 and not 35,000?
I'd have to go through the video again.
That seems really dark for a flat. That seems very dark.
Yeah, exactly. That's
unless if he's at 300 gain. I mean,
yeah. So that was one of the things that I was kind of curious about myself when he mentioned that. So yeah, I will take a look at that and I will check that out.
Yeah, see, a lot of people are throwing out numbers from 26 to 31,000.
Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe
there
this
you go.
He was doing the mono.
Yep.
This was the 533 mono that he was reviewing. He mentioned that.
I can't wait to start imaging again. I can't wait. I'm dying to start doing some imaging.
Yeah.
Because we're coming on the tail end now of Galaxy season.
Yes.
And it's coming to my neck of the woods now. The nebulas are back, so that's that's my bread and butter. It's like the par fives, if you're a golfer. Par fives were my bread and butter. I can par a par five, but I'll bogey a par three. So it's like, I'm just dying to image now. I got this beautiful scope that I got here in June. I was able to get some stuff done. I had all those issues with the back spacing and all that stuff. I can't wait to get back in there. But you know what? I need Tom. I'm shouting out Tom Bramwell. You got to get Omar to make 120 millimeter Prima Luce ring. You got to make it because I got these right here, thinking that I might be able to clamp it down. This is the 115s. So now I have the 115s and I can't use them. Guess where they're going? COD. That's where they're going. Or on cloudy nights. Because look, you open this thing up. You open it up, and it's like it's still got the plastic on it. I took one ring out, and that's all I did to see if it fit, and it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. And you know what? I have all these Prima Luce. I got the super duper crazy Prima Luce rail that I'm gonna hit somebody with it, but the holes don't line up on the AP rings. They don't line up. So. I mean, come on. I mean, can anybody just like make the holes all the same on everything?
No, get some sort of standard going here.
And you know what the messed up thing about this is, and I'm calling out Tom again. Tom, I hope you're watching, but because we got to talk about this. So here is the Prima Luce. This is the I think this is the 495. If I remember right, this is a 495. Okay, so let's take a look really close at the 495 because this is going to be really, if you're doing something like I'm doing, it really kind of throws a kink into your whole program here. So here you go. So here's the top, right? Here's the top, and if you notice on the top, the vertical lines are not countersunk. They're not countersunk. Okay, they're countersunk on the back end.
Yep.
So you could go into the ring. And so the ring is up top, so you could go into the ring this way, and it's countersunk, so you could lay it, right? And this is standard on every single Prima Luce rail. Vixen, the 240s, the 350s, the 495s, everything. Until you get to the patty whacker. This is what I call it. This is the patty whacker. Why do you now change and make the top verticals countersunk and the bottoms not?
That doesn't make sense.
That's what I'm saying. So it kind of throwing a little kink into my Alto Giotto kind of setup. So I don't understand why they would change that.
Yeah.
But that's something. And you know what? It's not like me and Pete were talking offline. You know, it's not like I could take this to a machine shop and countersink these already because they're already countersunk on this side. So it's just going to be a straight in hole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so I can't do anything kind of with this. So I'm going to have to kind of either space these out because I got to go up from the bottom, right? I got to space these out so that one nut is just away from it. There's a lot of real estate here. There's a ton of real estate here.
Well, yeah. See, the one question would then be, okay, for the rails, are there screw holes on the sides of the rail so you can go underneath through the actual, not through the center, but through the intermediate smaller bolt hole?
Well, no, Eric, what you're saying is on the Prima Luce rings, there should be 3 sets of threaded bore holes, 2 on the outside, 1 in the middle.
Correct.
Are the outside ones comparable to the outside holes?
Yes, all of this is made for the Plus Prima Luce system. All of it is made for that way. So all the holes will match up. The problem is that this one I'm using for the Asado, the Alto and the Giotto. So I'm flipping this upside down like this, and the Alto, I have it over here actually. Give me a second. So the Alto here is going to slide onto the rail, then flipping over to the front for the flat panel, which will be here. So this has got to be upside down. So I need some way.
Dan, hold on, Dan. The Prima Luce rings. Pull out the Prima Luce rings that you just got there. There's 3 sets of threaded bore holes. Are the outside threaded bore holes?
Right.
Will they mate to the outside bore holes on that dovetail plate?
Yes. What is that?
Okay, so hold it up. Get your rings. Let me just see. Let me see something.
I don't know what the rings have to do with it because the rings are too small.
Because you're putting that on the top ring, though, right? You're putting that on the top ring, that long dovetail.
This is your top rail.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing with that: the rings don't fit because I need a 120.
That doesn't matter. That's inconsequential. There's 3 holes on top, right? There's 3 holes on top of that ring, right?
Yep.
Okay. So lay the dovetail plate the way you want it on top of that.
I got a broken arm here. This thing is too heavy. So it'll be something like this.
Okay, so the outside holes now on the dovetail, will they make the outside holes in the ring?
Yes. Yes.
So just get 120 rings and you're off the races.
But they don't make them. That's my thing. They don't make 120s. They make 115s and 125s.
So you're gonna have to go to parallax rings. You're gonna have to go to parallax rings. You're gonna get those set of rings because they make 120s.
Right, but
they're gonna be black.
But do the holes
But it can be
match?
flat.
Yeah, the holes will match because they've got 2 on the outside and 1 in the middle.
Yeah, but are they the same width apart?
Well, that's the key is that let's see here. You know what? Do I have a dovetail ring for, you know what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to talk to the guy at Parallax and ask him.
Yeah. Jerry said that dovetail's made for the James Webb. This sucker's huge.
Dude, the thing is ridiculous because you know what? This is going on a 5-inch refractor on the top, like this. And this is all the real estate I'm going to have on the top. So I have the alto, and then I'll have, I don't know how I'm going to do this with the guide scope. I may have to go to an off-axis guider with this. But that being said, I'll have the eagle on top, and then I'll have all this kind of real estate to kind of put stuff up there. Not sure how I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to do this because that's not going to be high enough because my guide camera, my guide scope is here, right? Check it out. Here we go. So here's the guide scope. So I'm going to need to do I'm going to need to do a riser because it's going to be up here.
Well, I'm just going to put the guide scope on top of the eagle.
Oh yeah, there you go. It's already on top of the eagle. Yeah, so there you go. I'm not putting that on here because I'll drop something. But
so you're gonna need to put a small dovetail plate on top of the eagle and then slide the guide scope.
It's already set up that way. Actually, I got a 240 on there already. So the eagle is going to be like this. My eagle's right in front of me. So I have.
Why wouldn't you make a 120 millimeter dove rings? I don't understand.
I already got Tom on Omar busting his chops, but
yeah.
But so this is how this works. So here's the eagle, right? And this is the front, and then this kind of goes like that.
Yep, you'll be above then the
like
the other adapter
like
on the front. Yeah, you'll be fine.
That's it. That's how I normally have it set up anyway. So
I tell you, those clamps, whether they be Los Mandy DVA clamps, the Primalucci, those are like the Swiss Army knives. You can never go wrong getting 3 or 4 of those.
Nope.
And just keeping them.
And they're great. And, also keep like those D to Ds or D to Vs or keep them around.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
You never not have enough clamps.
No, I mean, you don't know how many people I saved with a V to V, female to female dovetail clamp, because this guy's like, oh yeah, I got this thing and I got this Vixen dovetail on top and I want to put a mini guide scope on top. Oh, I said, really? I said, okay, here you go, $30. V clamp. Take the freaking the what is it? The F4, what is it? The 40 millimeter ZWO. Kind of slap it right on top, tighten it up. There you go. You're done. He's like, oh, really? I said, yeah, it'll be fine. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just odd. That is really just odd.
Yeah, I just noticed it. Literally, I just opened it today.
And there's no way that 115 will just wrap around that AP130, right?
No. You know what? It's too tight. It's too tight. Yeah. It's 5.
Yeah.
I didn't think 5 millimeters was going to make a big difference, so I bought them. So if anyone wants to buy any 115s, let me know. I got a nice set. I'll knock $5 off it. I'll give you free shipping. How about that?
Well, depending upon how long he's going to have to make, because that's going to be a custom ring that he's going to get. You may want to just check into Parallax.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I need a 120 ring with that whole set. That's what I need.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to have to do. Then is you'll have to explain. God, what's the guy's name at Parallax? What's his name?
Mike saying get up ADM.
Yeah, I can talk to Anthony too.
Yeah, you can talk to Anthony. Because once again, the difference between the Primalucci, they're metric threads. Parallax will be SAE. And
Well,
then you got to get the
Soul
right.
ADM. ADM will be SAE too.
Yep. But the whole, if you know, as I said, the bore holes on the Primalucci dovetail plate, they're just they're not threaded, they're just open.
Yeah,
So
there's,
you'll be
there's
able
two
to.
open and 3 threaded. So
Yeah.
Norm
Welcome
says
to the
just
world,
drill a
right?
hole in it. He's calling. He's not calling that a dovetail. He calls it a dove runway.
dude, no. This is now called. I'm dubbing this. This is the Prima Patty Whacker. That's what I'm calling it. This is the Prima Patty Whacker right here. Because you could do some serious damage with this. It's like, I'm telling you, this thing is crazy. This is the size of like a wiffle ball bat. That's how big this is.
Is that what they use in fraternities when they spank you on the ass with that thing?
That's what it is. That's what the nuns used to use on me and like on my knuckles. I'm sorry, Charity.
That's funny.
Oh man. Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Tom.
what do we got here? We got any,
That's a freaking carrier.
yep. We got any Pimp My Rig images, Dan? You can open up. We can take a look at.
I've been having too much fun talking to you guys. I haven't even checked yet because last Wednesday was just kind of like it was like the first show back, and everybody was like, oh, so
we were beat up.
All right, let me pull up the page and let's see. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if our Stacy Downton. What is that? Oh, I give you okay. Excuse me. Astropod submission critique. Let's see, critique. Uncritiqued. Add your photos here. Oh my goodness. We got plenty of critique stuff. And then we got, do we have a rig day? Oh, I think we've seen most of these already. So, Dan's old rig. How is that? Oh, that okay. March 31st. I think we saw these already. March 31st, March 17th, December 25th, March, April. Maybe we didn't see that. We didn't see that one. Here we go. This is Frank Rossetti's. Let's see what we got here.
The new the new focuser, the WIFR, I believe is what it's called, or WIFD. It's one of the two.
WIFD. It's D.
WIFD. I am really excited for those because it's you eliminate vignetting as well as the whole setup. They look sharp. If I could, I would go after the Pleiades 110. That sucker just
Pleiades.
Gorgeous. Pleiades, whatever you want to call it, that scope looks BA. I don't know what it is. It just, the black and the blue, it just works. It's almost like the Batman of scopes. Like, I'm Batman. It is awesome.
I'm so used to seeing Jen. Why didn't you close the door? Jen, get the kids out of here. What are you doing? That's bad.
So Eric, I can see that scope being mated then to the Pegasus harmonic drive mount, right?
Oh yeah. And you know what? I'll change some of the songs on the startup for the show because I do have a song called Black and White and Blue. And so it's a really cool song, but you know, it's a, whatever. But anyway,
Doesn't Kenny Wayne Shepherd have a song called "Blue on Black"?
he does. Kenny Wayne Shepherd. Yep. Let's see. All right, so here we go. Here's the first rig we got, and this is Frank Grissetti's.
Nice. Look at that. Good cable management.
Look at this.
That's impressive.
Oh, look at that.
He's got the melee up on there and
Yeah.
everything.
Look at that. That's a nice setup.
He's got the Pegasus power box with the clamps.
Yep.
He's got
that's I want to know, did he mount the melee on top of it?
Yeah, on top of the Pegasus, it looks like.
Yeah, because it does have a few some small screw holes and everything.
And the melee comes with that little baggie of clamps too. So
does it? Mine didn't.
Oh, mine did.
Mine didn't. Mine just came with a little rail, you know, so I could, if I wanted to put it on the back of a monitor.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. That's what it came with. That's you're right. You're right. Yeah, vessel rail. And then same guide scope as me.
Ooh, really? On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give the Evo guide?
What? I love my Evo. I love my Evo guide. I think it's great. I love it. I've been using it for 3 years on 4 different scopes, and it's been awesome. It's been great. The only thing is, of course, yeah.
Do me a favor, zoom in to the very edge of that dew shield.
What, up here?
Just where, no, just where it attaches to the body of the scope. I want to see what's that red.
This?
Is that a clamp?
It's a clamp.
Is that a Prima
It's
Luce
a clamp.
Okay,
I don't think it's Prima Luce. It looks like the red for Prima Luce. I'm not sure what it is. I can't. It's a little fuzzy, but
yep.
I mean, it could be. It's got the Celestron autofocuser here.
Yep.
He's got the the temperature control for the Pegasus over here.
Yep.
Really nice job with the way this is set up.
Nice job.
I wish I could. I wish I could have this kind of maintenance because I can't.
I'm sorry, is that the Celestron focuser or is that a Moonlight?
Yep. No, it's a Celestron.
Okay.
That's a Celestron focuser.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, there it is. Couldn't tell.
Nice picture there. So what else we got?
Yes.
We got let's see. That was, let's see, we got May 5th. That's probably new. This is Chris Jensen. I don't know what we got here. It looks like an EQ6R, it looks like. Interesting reflector. All right. Lots of wires. Probably do a little bit better with the wire management a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, coming down off of the mount, it's nice. Everything is nice, but as soon as it gets down to the mount on the tripod, it's when it becomes just a mess.
All this. And I don't know if I would if this wire is already down, I don't know if I would bring it back up and around. I'd find a way to I don't know. I'm not sure if I like the bend on this cable going up and down like that. That's just me. I don't know.
Yeah, that's just you.
I'm the last person that should be talking about cable management, so. What is that? Is this like a USB hub here? Is that what that is? Looks like a USB hub.
Yeah.
Where's that?
It is.
Oh, right down the tripod leg. Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
here.
on the tripod leg. Yeah. I actually use that with my ASIR. I
Yep.
have a USB hub I use with my ASIR.
Cool. Uh-oh. There it is. Greg, my buddy Greg Meyer,
Yep.
the SP120. Little eagle, little guide scope.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a night crawler here.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. That's
And-
with the digital panel.
Yep. There's the panel up here.
Yeah.
And
Those
EQ6R.
Those aren't inexpensive. Those are nice focusers.
Yep. Nice job with that, Greg. Really decent job
So-
with the wire management.
Quick question.
Mhm.
Craig, if he's online right now, do you happen to have your guide scope USB cable going into your RST input on the mount? Is that what I'm seeing right there?
Right here.
Yeah. Or is that going
Because
into,
if you
no, that's
no.
going to the Eagle. That's going to the is that the Eagle?
All right. So one thing that I would do here, that's a good catch, Pete. I gotta tell you, because I didn't see it. No. So what this is, he's going out of the hand. This is the EQR mod cable for the EQ6R that goes directly from the hand controller port into the USB of the Eagle. Now, you don't have to do this way anymore. You could go right out of this USB port right
Yep.
here, right into the Eagle, and you might get a little bit quicker response time, to be honest with you.
because that's the thing about the ASCOM driver now is you don't actually have to use the RST cable anymore. You can actually just use the USB cable coming off of the guide camera.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that just kind of caught me there, because you're right. If you can eliminate one cable,
Well,
Mhm.
you're not eliminating it. You're just changing one. You're changing it from the hand control cable to a USB cable. You're not eliminating a cable here because you need some sort of connection. This is your power here. And so he basically is just eliminating this blue cable to a USB cable coming out of this port into here, into the same port. So he's not eliminating anything. He just may be, and I'm the last person that should be saying anything to Greg because he did get 6 pictures of the week last year. So I probably shouldn't have to say anything to Greg, but just a little thought.
That's just a really nice setup.
Yeah. Let's see. Where's my YouTube? The YouTube is missing. There we go. There's a chat. Greg is in the chat. There you go. Hey, Greg. Yeah, it would be a shorter cable. It'd be a shorter cable. That's a nice picture. Very, very good. And what else we got here? Our Lancer, did we do this one yet? Nope. May 5th. There you go. Star Lancer. I'll probably be seeing this this rig live in a couple of months. Wow, now that's an interesting way to do a do strap.
Wow, yeah.
no, that's one way
that
to
covers
use
both.
two. Yeah.
Covers both. You got your OT, you got your main OTA, and you got your guide scope.
Yeah, beat it.
hey,
There you
necessity
go.
is the mother of invention, right?
Exactly.
That worked. That works great. Knock yourself out. It's, and you know what the funny thing is? This is something that you rarely see. anymore is this piece right here, this square box right here.
I can't tell what you're looking at.
I know exactly what this is. This is a 5-volt to 12-volt changer for USB from ZWO. I don't know if they sell them anymore. I don't think they do.
You don't
but
need that. Not with the newer Air. No, not with the Plus.
No, with some things. And now I don't know what he's using it for, but
Right.
there are some things that you needed this for. And it runs its dew strap. It runs its dew strap.
Oh, you use dew strap. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't think they sell those anymore because I have one. I saved one because you never know. You got to go 5-volt to 12-volt, so you never know. So basically, all it does is Canes are up 1-0. Thank you, Captain. There you go. So that's a cool thing to have. It was one of the things that they should not have stopped making because it works in this situation. Everyone might need one once in a while. So it looks like we got the AM5 here. Looks like.
Yeah, man. I still hold on to mine, my little guy. Still got it. So
I love this little catch-all.
The little catch-all, your little weight bag.
Yep.
The 5-hole catch-all.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wires look decent. Nice. Small cables, not cables all over the place.
Yep.
What is that? Is that the hand controller? Yeah, that's a hand controller. Cool. I can't wait to see that live, Starlancer. What else we got here?
Nice.
Where's it right there? Dave Schaefer. How old is this? March. We did March. We did December. April 10th. Oh, there you go. It looks like one of those 200 millimeter lenses. I used to have a Canon, if I remember right. Nope, too small to be the 200.
Is that a 135?
Could be. I can't really kind of see here. But you got the Skywatcher, nice little tracker.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Nice and easy. Portable.
Yes, absolutely.
This is the same shot. Dave Schaefer, Deep Sky.
Is that an RC?
It might be an Ioptron, yeah.
Like an Ioptron Phantom RC, one of the small RCs.
Yep.
What folder are these in?
This is Rig Day. Rig Day, it's called.
Rig Day.
Cool. Nice job, Dave.
Yeah.
Absolutely nice.
How do you have your rig pimped out there, Dan?
Me?
Yeah. How do you have your rig pimped out?
Well, let's see if I can find a picture of it. Give me a second. I'm gonna close this for a second because who knows what's gonna come up on my screen. So let me do that for a second, and I'll see if I can find a picture of. Let's see my rig here. I had to go into photos. And I'll look under telescope. And let's see. I got a couple of them here. Let's see. See if I have one that's Well, here's what I brought to Cherry Springs last year. Let's see if I can show that real quick. This is what I brought to Cherry Springs last year.
Okay.
So these are both mine, both scopes.
Okay.
So this one here is the old Esprit, which I sold at Neve. I still have the focuser. And this is a 2600 color.
Okay.
With the eagle on top and the guide scope. That's how that's kind of set up. And this is on an EQ6R.
Yeah.
Over here, we have, and I got my Red Cat on an EQM35, and ASI Air with the 183, and the EAF is right there. And
the EAF
that's it.
and the little mini guide scope. Yeah.
And over here, I got my Goal Zero.
Yep.
That's my Wi-Fi hotspot right there. And that's it.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that? What's that mount again?
This one?
Yeah.
The EQ6R by Skywatcher.
Skywatcher. So I'm looking at the counterweights. I got to get one of those counterweights.
One of these?
Yeah, I got to get one of those small counterweights because that'll fit on my Hoban, and it's the only borehole size that'll fit on this Hoban.
I think it's a 22 millimeter. I think
something like that, either 18 millimeter or 22. It's one of those two.
Yeah,
but
it's 22.
It's the only one that will fit. So I've got to get one of those. Dan, do you happen? Can you get one of those?
I probably have one in the closet of death.
Do you? If you got one, I'll buy it from you.
But see this counterweight shaft right here. That's Jesse's. I forgot mine on this trip. This counterweight shaft is Jesse's. I forgot mine on this trip, and she happened to not need one, and she lent me this one. So
yeah, because I reached out to Anthony Diwali. He doesn't make stainless steel counterweights anymore.
No, he stopped. I know.
Yep, and so for that particular counterweight shaft size diameter, it's the only counterweight that you can get right now.
This is my rig from about a year ago. This is with the 127 carbon fiber.
Do you still have the 127?
No, I sold it to Dave Schaefer, I think, if I remember right. And I sold this.
Hey, that's my scope.
Yeah. So I have this with the Asado and the Arco. With the 1.0 flattener with the QHY 16200. On top is my Eagle 4 Pro and my Skywatcher, the Skywatcher 50 guide scope, Evo Guide 50 with a 178 on the back. And that's pretty much it. You know, not horrible cable management. Could be a little better, you know, over here maybe, but. And it's on the pier in the backyard.
Nice.
And I have one more. I love this. This is a great. Here you go. I don't understand this. Can somebody please explain this to me? Somebody explain that to me, please. Somebody explain that to me, because I don't know.
No. What I want to know is explain to me, how is it that you're wearing white socks with sandals?
I knew you were going to say that.
Look at them feet.
I mean, look at that. That's got to be a New Yorker to do that.
That was me running outside to see if I could. I purchased this for like $400, and
what the sign we're looking at with the eye and the sun.
and the one came with this, so I said, "It's a solar scope. I can't look at the sun. I'm confused." You know, so yeah, that I didn't get. And do I have a picture of this? Yeah, here you go. This was my original thought. This was back in 2021. This is my original thought.
Whoa, man. Oh, wow.
Holy cow!
Oh my God.
That's
Yeah.
a stack. That's a stack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so everybody, don't do this. Don't do this. This is not the recommended way to do things. So let's just say that lasted about a week, and you know, and then I said to hell with it, and I took the scope out of the middle, and now it was just like I was too lazy to take it all apart, but I just took the scope out of the middle. And I was like, that's why you got that look. It's like, you know, so. But anyway, those are.
You got to keep that one. That's a wall of shame right there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But
that's funny.
Hey, well, hey, you know what? You never know if something works until you try it. So I mean, I tried it and it failed miserably. So
Hey, but you know what? That one that the original looked like one of those triplanes, right, from World War One. Those German Volkers, right?
It's crazy.
So here's mine real quick. I'll
just put it up.
So
I showed yours, Norman. I showed yours. If I didn't, I'll put it up again. I'm sorry.
So, yep. So there's mine. This is the most recent photo, and because I showed you guys this earlier this week with the new aluminum dew shield, with the new Celestron dew shield. So,
damn, there's no wires. Look at that, Eric.
Yeah, it's over here.
They're not hooked up.
Right
They're
now.
not hooked up. He photoshopped them out. And so
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so here's my wire setup basically.
Yeah.
So
Nice
I basically just have I have 3 wires that I keep out with the mount. I have the power for the ASI Air, the RJ45 for the Ethernet, and the USB 3 because right below here on the pier, right further down is the my USB hub, my power USB hub. So I just slap those 3 in there and away you go. So I keep everything, within here.
Pretty cool.
So, yeah, it's
nice
pretty great. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I do. That's my little thing.
All right, so I'm getting yelled at by Newman, and I got to show Newman's rig real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So there's I showed it for about a second, and I went off. What's that?
Okay, what's with the wire? What's with the
What wire? What are you talking about? What wire? What are you talking about? What is that?
What is
Whoa! Is that a clothesline?
Oh my
exactly.
God! You know what? He didn't have enough weight, so he had to add that on. He did, an extra 3 pounds did it. I'm sorry, Newman. What is he saying in the chat? Oh, I gotta see what he's saying in the chat. Let's see. Oh, white spaghetti.
White spaghetti.
Oh, so that's what it is. He's just doing prep work on his pasta dinner.
Well, let's take a look. So looks like we got the moonlight on the back.
Yep.
Right. He's got the dual controller here, which is nice. I had this. This controls 2 focusers and either a focuser. No, he's got the rotator here. Here's the rotator.
Yep,
that's the rotator for the moonlight.
Norm, let me ask you this, because you have the Schmidt here and you've got you've got your scopes up here and you're not using an OAG. Do you get
there it is.
much lecture with this setup? I'm just curious.
Yeah,
I mean, you've got it's on a really good mount, but I'm just curious. Do you still deal with differential flexure?
No,
Amount of weight
he's
on
saying
the
it guides
today?
perfectly.
Okay.
And in all fairness, the only thing he has on top looks like the 60 guide scope, maybe an 80. So that's not a lot of weight up there. And he's right. Yeah, I didn't see it, but there's another red Moonlight focuser over here. This is actually the flange for the Moonlight for the LX200, and the flange over here for I'm not sure what scope that is up there, Norman. Thank you. The W81.
81 and a 60.
Yeah, I said an 80 and a 60. So, look at that. Not for nothing, but look at that filter wheel on this W81. Look at this thing.
Yeah, an 81. Yeah.
That thing is huge.
So what's that cable hanging out just to the left of the word mead?
This?
The pink cable?
The red cable. You see the red end?
Sensor.
The red end of that cable?
That's
that
the
a sensor?
temperature sensor for the dual controller here for the focuser.
Gotcha.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. And so you got to say, what? No, really, Newman, what is this cable? Is this like an Ethernet cable?
It looks like an Ethernet cable.
It looks like an Ethernet cable going into the Mighty. It looks like.
So my question is, the Mighty can hold 50 pounds. I'm looking at that mead. I'm looking at the camera assembly. I'm looking at both those scopes. He's got to be pushing pretty close to that maximum capacity on that mount.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got to be close. You got to be close.
Oh, he's got to be close.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an MX. It's an MX, not a Mighty.
Oh, it's an MX. Okay. So he's got 100 pound capacity there.
Yep.
Okay. But what is that cable though? I sure like to know that.
He just said that that's an Ethernet cable that he's planning on burying. So.
Okay.
So. Bury the cable. Bury it.
No, that's a nice cable management on this particular setup. Got the DSLR on the back of the mead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
What's that? Is that a Canon? Is that a 6D version 1, Mark 1?
It looks like it, because that's what I have. It looks like a Mark 1. Oh, it's an RA.
Yep.
It's a Canon RA.
Oh, it's the RA, the Canon RA. Okay. No, nice setup.
Yeah. So
very nice, Newman.
It's too bad they only sell they it's like Canon does one run of the RAs, or like the 60 DAs that they brought out. Yep. It's like they do one run and then they're done.
Yep.
It's like, what the heck?
Yeah.
But
we got some pretty creative people in our membership that really do some great cable management.
Yes,
right.
yes.
We got to show Mark Ellis's too. It looks like he just put one up.
Okay.
Hey, Marky, you online?
Yeah, I want to see his setup. Look at this thing. I was waiting to see the plane wave.
But look at this. Look at this.
What does the netting do, though, Mark? What does the netting do?
What netting?
Up there on the fence. What's the netting do?
Oh,
is that to keep what's that to keep out or keep in?
Keeps out the wildlife, maybe. But
yeah, they're in Arizona.
But look at that poor eagle.
Oh man, it's definitely, look at the anodizing on it. It's been UVA and UVB.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness. And what was here that stopped it?
Oh, look at that. Hey, do me a favor. Can you scroll down? Look at that offset. Can you scroll down, Dan? I want to see. Oh, no, that's the vertical pier.
Yep.
So you got the vertical pier. Yep. Planewave vertical pier. Looks like that must have been a fountain over there in the corner that was going to What's hanging from that wall there?
That's like a bee. That's a bee catcher, I think.
There's all kinds of stuff going on here in this image.
God.
But oh, he ran all the you ran all your electrical right there into that junction.
Yeah.
Into that junction box and everything. All right,
Yep.
right on.
Mark did a good job on that.
Yeah.
What is that, Mark? Mark, was that 4-inch vertical pier?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave. That is a beast of a mount.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, he says there's one with the OTA on it. I want to see it with the OTA on it. Bad.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Yeah,
Hold on a second. Let me see. Mark's
24. A 24-inch pier.
That's not a very good picture, Mark. Who took this picture? My goodness. Let's see. Scott Cole. Oh my God, what happened?
What happened there, dude?
I don't know. Scott Cole. I don't know. There you go. Bye-bye. So not sure about this picture. It shows the back end of it. It doesn't show the actual scope, but he's got the Gemini. Yep, he's got the Gemini and the Sagitta.
And the Sagitta.
With the looks like it's a 268 with the 3 filter wheel.
Nice. Look at that. Through the mount
Like
cable. Look at that.
Is that a Pegasus Power Box Ultimate down here? I think.
Looks like it. Looks similar. Looks like it.
No, it's not. It's not the Ultimate V2. That's not the V2.
No. Okay. I'm curious on how he's powering everything. I don't know what else is in here.
It says that's the QHY 600.
That's 268. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's 268 right there.
That definitely says 268.
Yeah, Ultimate Power Box version 2.
That's what I thought. Okay. All right. Pretty cool, man.
Yes. Your mount must be the foundation of your rig, Charity. 1,000%. It must be the foundation.
It must be. It must be. So you know what? And this is something that we talk about on the show all the time about mounts. And don't buy the mount to fit your scope. Don't do it. Because you know what? You want to buy a mount that you could grow with. You don't want to buy a mount. You don't want to sit there and say, okay, well, I'm at like 32 pounds. I'm going to get a 40-pound mount. You got nowhere to go. Because you know what's going to happen? If you're in this lifestyle that we call it, if you're in this lifestyle, you're going to go bigger. It's go big or go home. That's what it is. And you know what? It's just, you're going to get aperture fever. You're going to get this whole thing. And I'm going to want, oh my God, I want a 10-inch Quattro, or I want a 12-inch Schmidt, or whatever. And now you're screwed because you only bought a 40-pound capacity mount and you got nowhere to go. So buy yourself a mount with the end scope in mind. You can always put lighter stuff on there. I mean, I put a Red Cat on an EQ8R. I mean, it's stupid. It looks dumb, but you know what? It tracked at 0.1. I mean, but you can't go too far over, the maximum payload, because what's going to happen? And all of a sudden, at the higher focal length, right? At the higher focal length, and then now you got to put more weight on the mount, and the mount's going to work harder and harder at that focal length. It's got to work much more harder to make the corrections it needs to, or at the worst case scenario, fail altogether. And that's a big problem. So So when you're thinking about buying a mount, think about what scope that you're going to end up with. If you're going to end up with a 127, a 5-inch refractor, something like that, well, then maybe, like a CGXL might be good for you forever. 75-pound capacity, fine. Or a what's the 70 from Ioptron, or
the M70.
the 770, something like that. But don't just buy something that just fits what you have at the moment. Pete says it all the time: buy once, cry once, because you know what? You're going to end up buying 2 mounts, and then you're going to be spending $3,000 more what you would have spent if you would have bought it from the begin with.
Plan where you're going to be 3 to 5 years from now. That's what I always say too.
Yep.
Yeah, because I guarantee you are going to end up buying another telescope.
Yep.
I can almost guarantee you, anybody who gets started, you will within a year to 2 years of getting into this hobby, you will buy another telescope, because there's going to be something that as you progress and you get better and improve with things, you are going to want to go further. You want to see how much further can I go? How much more can I improve? How can I do this? How can I do that? So you've got to be able to do some sort of future proofing and forward thinking, so.
Hey, Dan, there you go. You make me an offer. I already got my Pegasus. So my Pegasus is coming out, and I think that's the one I'm going to be taking on all the star parties that I'm going to, the Pegasus. And so what I hear, my wife and I just booked a cruise, and we're going to the on MSC Cruise Lines in November down to Nassau, the Bahamas, right?
Come on, pretty.
so I'm going down there, and one of the excursions, right? One of the excursions is beachside stargazing. So you go on their own private whatever, and I'm thinking about showing them up and bringing the Pegasus and the Red Cat and the ASI Air, and just be done with it and have a good time and say, hey, here you go. You want to see a galaxy? There you go. I'll show you a galaxy.
Why not?
I think that's going to be very funny, Or I might even take the 400, the ASCAR. That's pretty small. So I gotta practice with that. I gotta practice it with no internet either. So
yeah, kill your
So that's a good topic of discussion right there. So no internet, right?
Right.
What do you use as, let's say, an intranet hub? Does anybody use anything in there, like as a link up? Because you could use like a router, right?
What
you turn it on.
About?
What am I talking about?
Yeah, what about for the ASI Air? What are you talking
about? For everything. So if you don't have a internet connection, let's say, the ASI Air is easy. All you do is log into whatever it is.
I was gonna say, I was like, what are you talking
about? Yeah.
Okay.
But what do you use? Like, let's say, Eagle does the same thing. So I guess it's a kind of moot question, I guess, now that I'm thinking about it. The Eagle has their own hotspot too. So I guess it's kind of dumb. I've been reading a lot of people using routers strapped onto their leg of their, of their tripod and whatever. I guess they're really talking about plate solving and making sure that you can plate solve locally.
But can't you plate with the Eagle? Can't you download like say with Plate Solver or ASTAP, can't you download the catalog?
Yeah, you could do the locals. Yeah, absolutely.
Locals? Yeah. So Yeah, that would be one thing I would say. Just make sure you're, depending on what you're using, go ahead, download all the local stuff and make sure that you have a decent repository on your little Melee or
I'm,
Eagle or what have
I'm just going to use this guy. This is my hotspot.
you. There you go, a hotspot. Yeah, but what if you don't? What if you don't have?
Well, at
You know,
that case, I could use the Eagle hotspot or the ASIR hotspot.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
So what I'm going to have to do is I just want to make sure everything works. I'm going to turn off the connection to my Wi-Fi with and make sure everything works before I do it.
Yeah. Make sure you kill your cellular data and all that stuff. Because I think you still need to kill your cellular data on your phone in order for the ASIR hotspot to work.
Yeah, because and that's the kind of thing like Stelina and Vespera, they require some sort of internet, I think.
Really?
Well, it goes through your phone.
Well, yeah, I get it. It would go through your phone, but what if you go to a dark sky site? If you're in a dark sky site, and under Portal 1 and there's no cellular around. Say you go to the Cosmic Campground, what do you do?
I don't know. Shit out of luck.
Huh? That's the big thing.
You got a $4,000 ashtray. That's what you got. No, I'm sure that there's a way to do it, and I just never played with it that much. I know that there are some Stellina users out there, and I'm sure it'll work somehow. But yeah, thanks, Starland. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm telling you, I'm gonna go to freaking Nebraska. I'm not gonna get one picture because there's something gonna go wrong.
Yeah.
Gonna go all the way to Nebraska.
Something always goes wrong.
Yeah, so I want to make sure I could do everything without internet. Totally.
Gotcha.
Which shouldn't be a bad thing. I just hope the ASIR will plate solve without internet.
Dan.
Yes.
You have the Sky X, right? Use that one. Use this All Sky Image Link. You'll be fine.
All Sky Image Link. Man, I got to learn a whole new piece of software.
No, it's real simple. With the Sky X, just take the photograph, pull that into the Sky X, go up to the menu and drop down. And it'll say in the tools, it'll say All Sky Image Link, and then you can plate solve. You won't even have to use the internet.
Huh. All right.
But you got to download. You may have to download off of the Software Bisque website. All the files will go with it. So check into that. But you've got it right there. You've already got the Sky X.
Yeah, I think I gotta buy the. They just hit me up for a yearly $200 fine for that. So.
No, you don't have to. If you don't want to pay for it, you still can use Sky X. You don't have to worry about that. That's if you just want the daily bills. So you'll be fine. But you just you've got that right there where you don't even have to use an internet to be able to do your plate solving.
Oh my goodness, my microphone is going dead. It's going dead.
Don't you keep that thing charged? Exactly.
Well, we got to do some critiques, don't we?
Yeah. I think so because we're getting close to end of the show. So 3-0 Canes. Carolina's doing it. Turn off all automatic Wi-Fi connections. Always drop you. Yeah, you got to kill all the Wi-Fi. Yeah, I think when I was playing around with Nina, I think I was doing plates off too, and then added it back up.
Ooh, got a lot of reverb.
Yes.
Hey, hello.
Hello. Your little lady. Your little lady. Oh my.
I don't know. There we go. Gotta get a little bit of a buzz going.
Too much wine for Dan. He's cut off.
No, I don't know why this didn't charge. And
are we announcing picture of the month for March tonight?
we do. We have to. Let me see if that. Let me see how many votes there are in there. Let's see. Astroworld admin. Let's take a look and see. Yeah, because we need to do March. We obviously April we're going to be saving for. Remember we did the amount of pictures of the week. We're going to save that for whoever got the most pictures of the week. Let's see, why are people? So let's see. Do you guys hear that buzz, or is it just me?
No,
Just
I hear
you.
it.
You hear it? Okay.
I hear a little bit of buzzing.
Picture of the month tomorrow. We only have 29 votes for picture of the month. Really? It's been up there for it's been up there forever. But all right. So let's see here. Are they still up on the website? Let's see. All right. Sorry about the buzz, everybody. Apologize. Let's see if picture of the month is here. Picture of the month for May. I changed it to May, but it's March. Okay, so here we go. So here are the pictures of the month from March. We got AZ4Runner, Jason.
Okay.
We got Tom Peters, Tadpoles. We got James Brink, Horsehead.
Okay.
And wow, AZ4Runner again for the Running Man.
Running Man.
And then another Running Man and M42 from Abe. And we only had 29. I think everybody was on vacation.
Yeah, everybody was out. Since we were out, everybody else was out.
Yep. All right. So ready to see the results for March?
Yep. Let's do it.
And the winner is Abe's Orion.
Hey.
That's this guy right here. Congratulations, Abe.
I love it. I mean, you got you the core is where's the core? I mean, you usually see blowout, like massive blowout a lot of times.
Yep.
But no, this is super well controlled.
Yep.
You're getting great dark nebulosity. You can see the Running Man is gorgeous. I mean, it's almost a little eerie in a way with all of the dark nebulosity and the clouds between in between the Running Man.
Yep.
And the stars, man. You got the trapezium right there, and it's boom. It's really nice.
Nice job.
That is a really nice job.
All right. And we also have to do a picture, not a picture of the month, picture of the week, right?
Yes.
We only had 11 because that's partially my fault, but someone's going to get a, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Let's see picture of the week because that was a quickie. I promise you this week I will be back to form. And picture of the week ends what? May 5th. Where is it? Ends May. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. I put the wrong date on it. Sorry, May 7th. All right, so the pictures of the week we had NGC 1333. I always like the colors in this one.
Yeah. Do they call it, what's it called? The embryo?
Embryo. Yep.
Yeah. I've always liked this one. Yeah.
Then we got M13.
That's what a globular is supposed to look like.
Yep. M13, AZ4 runner. Dave Schaefer, 106. And I believe this is Josh. Yeah, Josh Kovac. And a little different take on M1, it looks like. M1 with the IDAS.
Okay.
All right, so let's see what we got for that. 11 votes. Result is a tie.
Oh,
between M13 and M106.
Wait a minute, 11 votes and you get a tie? How do you get a tie with 11 votes?
Oh, 3-3-2-2-1. That's how you do it. And you only have the voting up for 3 days. So actually 2 days. So
Okay.
that's my fault. So you both get in for a picture of the month for May. So congratulations. And then we got to give away a class, don't we? We have to give away a class.
yes.
Yes, we do.
Yes,
Where is
we do.
the?
It is Friday.
It is Friday. Here we go. And this is for the Masters of Pix Insight workshop. And if you just go to Masters of Pix Insight, it usually comes up. There you go. And you can find out when the next class is right here. I'm putting it all together, advanced integration techniques on the 16th. So 11 days from today.
All right.
11 days from today. Putting it all together. Here we go. We can put it all together. Here we go. Free class. Let me get my pen out.
Oh, Nelly.
Oh, Tom Peter. There you go, Tom.
There you go. Congrats.
There you go, Tom. I'll send you an email. You'll get the email from Pete. And
there you are. Yeah, because he's on. Ready
he's
to go.
on. He's on. I saw him in there. And
Yeah, I did too.
congrats, Tom. And you know what? And Tom was generous enough, and I didn't put it out yet, but Tom was generous enough to give us some Dragons of Ara data.
Nice.
Yeah, so he's got some data for that, and figure I'd share it to everybody, you know, as long as it's okay with Tom, and see what people got. We'll do a processing contest with the Dragons of Ara, courtesy of Tom.
Okay.
All right, and if you know what, just to end it all off, because we're about 5 minutes, of course, I got a shameless plug. Here you go for Astroworld Telescopes. The new website is up. So this authorized reseller has now grown since this, but we are a reseller for all of this, and also including now Skywatcher and Teleview. So
it's great. It really is.
If you don't have if you don't see something on there, I'm still putting stuff on the website. But feel free, and if you have any suggestions on the website, feel free to shoot it out to myself, Eric, Peter, whoever, and let us know what you think of it. Let us know how we could improve. And my phone number's on here too now, somewhere, somewhere, so you can call me. There you go. And is the schedule working yet? The schedule is working, but there's nothing on there. Oh, there we go. There we go. Beautiful. So there we go. And what do we got? Anything else in the chat? Because I'm on a different page. So
Don't forget us.
this portion of Astroworld tonight brought to you by Astroworld Astro Goodies.
Tom's asking, will an Eagle 4 control 2 cameras?
So the Eagle 4, no. But Nina running on the Eagle 4, yes. So you could run 2 instances of Nina, and you could do 2 different profiles running. However, I would strongly suggest not to do this or not to attempt this with anything less than an Eagle Pro version, not the LE, not the standard, or an upgraded one with more RAM in it and a better hard drive. So when you're running 2 instances of something, it becomes memory intensive. So you just want to sit there and make sure you have enough to run both. But I will do it. I do 2 instances of Nina all the time when I piggybacked.
Okay.
Everyone made fun of me because one of them was purple. Remember?
Yeah.
It's like knowing Metallica before they went big. Well, let me tell you something. Little backstory. I had a friend who is he had massive drug problem, and he went to a place called Bridge, and Bridge was a dry club. People that were going there for drug rehab, state mandated drug rehab for juveniles. And during that time, we were in a band. I was in a band with him, with my brother, and a couple other people. And we went to this dry club and saw a band called Soft White Underbelly. And we didn't know anything about music back then. We were like young. We were juveniles. So we were like, we were 16 years old. And turns out that Soft White Underbelly was Blue Oyster Cult's other name. And it turned out that Blue Oyster Cult played at Bridge way back in the 80s and they did it a lot apparently. And it was a really good time. And Metallica played there once as well, so that was a lot of fun. That was during the second one. That was Master of Puppets actually. No, Kill 'Em All. No, Ride the Lightning. Ride the Lightning. It was second album. But that was a lot of fun. We used to go. There's a place in Long Island called Slipped Disc, and they used to. Yeah. So it was a place in Valley Stream, and everybody went there. Whoever came out with a new album, Ozzy was there, Metallica was there, Maiden was there, everybody was there, and it was kind of like what was it back in the day? Tower Records. Remember back in so they would have everybody there. We would go there. We wait online for like 40 hours to get these guys going. Lemmy from Motorhead was there. Everybody was there. It was great. But it was kind of like that kind of thing with those things. But it was a lot of fun being a band back then.
I bet.
Oh, one last story before we go. All right, you ready? Yeah. I'm rehearsing with the band in a rehearsal studio called Dare Studios in Massapequa, Long Island. You can look it up. And we're playing. We're playing Boston, Foreplay Long Time. It was one of our best songs. We're playing, and all of a sudden the door starts banging. Turn that off. You guys suck. Whatever. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? So we just stop and we open the door, and guess who it is? You'll never guess.
David Lee Roth.
Close, same hair, but it was Dee Snider from Twisted Sister. It was Dee Snider. And he goes, you want to see a real band play? come on over here. So we go across the hall, and sure enough, Twisted Sister is rehearsing on Long Island. And it turns out we were sitting there. No, it wasn't Brian May, but we were sitting there. We were sitting there, and we sat there and we drank with Dee Schneider and the rest of Twisted Sister for like 3 hours watching them play. And once a month, they would come in and they would like kind of knock on the door and say, "Hey guys, come on inside. We'll hang out." And it was kind of cool. That was a lot of fun. That was pretty badass. That was almost as good as opening up for Andrew Dice Clay in Queens. But anyway, that's my last story. I spoke enough. But hey, great show. That 2 hours were a lot quicker than last Wednesday. I'll tell you that. But you know, we'll do.
We had some.
Come on, guys. Hey, a moment of silence for Gordon Lightfoot. You gotta have a moment of silence, right? Gordon Lightfoot, great storyteller.
You're not silent. Okay, there you go. Yeah, each with $1.25. But
I'm not finishing that one, Dice. I'm not going there.
Hey, guess what? Guess what?
Yeah.
Joe came down with $2.50.
Shut up. Oh man.
You could only say that with a New York attitude. That does not work by anybody else. You can't do that. You can't do it. You gotta be a guy from like the South Bronx. But anyway. Oh my. Sorry, Charity.
Oh jeez.
And Joe came down moist. Oh, jeez. Where is it? Where is it? Where's the button? I haven't used it in so long. Where is it?
Oh, sweet freaking
Oh, there it
Lord.
is. Oh man, there we go.
Oh man. Oh, Cap's going. All right, now we're done. We're done.
She had so many kids.
Oh my gosh.
It's going. All right. Well, I think it's time to say good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go.
Oh man.
All right, everybody. Well, hey, listen, there's still 33 of you watching, so I guess, and we got 30 likes. Oh my God. There you go. That's pretty good. You know what that means, though? You know what that means, though? That 3 people out there didn't like us.
Hey, I'll take out of 33.
All right, we got one more. Where's the other 2? I want the other 2 before we go. Where's the other 2? Hit the button.
I'll take them.
There's 2. One more. Where's the other one? Who is the sellout? Who is it? It's probably it's probably the same one that said they don't want to see Astropalooza again. 34? How we get 34? There's only 31 people watching. Oh, it was Dan Solo. There it is. You fessed up. You're forgiven.
There it is.
We didn't want Eric to beat us up. Hey, Beatrice, good to see you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Charity, Starland, Sir Captain Rescue, Newman, Ernie, Dan, thank you so much. You guys are the best.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy of the love. We're not worthy.
I promise everybody I will get the pictures of the week up on Monday so you can vote. I promise. Go put them in there and I'll get them up. I'm back to business. So final thoughts. Eric, go.
Final thoughts. Have a great weekend, everybody. You know, it's a full moon, so if you can get out there and fix something, now's the time to start testing and fixing stuff.
Yep.
You know, full moon. You know, Now's the time to make mistakes and do some things beforehand. But great show. Great show. Have fun, guys. Enjoy the weekend.
Pete?
Well, I have to kind of apologize for Wednesday because you absolutely are correct. I was definitely tired, and I think we can speak for everybody here, Dan, Eric. We were all kind of tired, just getting back in the saddle. But I think here, starting next week, we'll be back in the saddle again, and it's always good to be back on the show and good hanging out with you, Dan. Good hanging out with Eric. Always a lot of fun, guys.
Absolutely.
Like
Because
Steven Tyler says, I'm back in the saddle again.
I was gonna sing that, but I was gonna totally screw that up.
Their farewell tour, right?
Oh yeah.
I'll start singing AC/DC in a second. You know, I'm back in black.
Well, I thought you were going to say, what's that song they have? Big Balls?
I'm not doing that one. I'm not doing it.
Well, we got the coronation this weekend, right? So maybe, Dan, you might have to send that in.
No, I'm just gonna picture the coronation. I'm gonna be like this. You know what? I could say something really like non-politically correct,
I'm
but
wearing my shirt, so my knights, the knights who say me. So I'm in that British mode.
Oh, I thought that was Las Vegas Nights.
And you must cut down this tree with a heading.
The freaking Monty Python.
Oh gosh.
All right, fellas. Well, listen. Great show, great night. Thank you everybody for hanging out. I'm more of a Metallica guy, not an AC/DC guy. You know, I like my Metallica. You know, I do. I've seen them like 7 or 8 times. After the Black Album, though, they kind of sold out for me, so I just stopped watching them. Although I did see Queensryche last week, and that was a lot of fun, even though I knew only about 7 of the songs, because apparently they've had 20 albums since Mindcrime. So little did I know. But anyway, everybody, listen, have a good night. Thank you so much. Before we all go Axel in this place, you know, and go crazy. But everybody, have a good weekend. Come on Wednesday night and hang out with us and Pavel Kagas from Moravian Instruments. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Big sensor. Oh my God.
And I'm going to hit it with this. But everybody have a good, great, safe weekend. If you're gonna drink nice. No Slayer. You know what? You don't Charity. You shouldn't be listening to Slayer. You should be listening to Striper. I mean, come on. You know,
dude, I watched the NFL draft and they had Motley Crue on there, and dang, Vince looked rough.
Vince has been fat for a long
what
time.
about Five Finger Death Cult?
Five Finger what?
Five Finger Death Cult with Brian May. He's in that band.
Oh no, that
he
one.
moonlights in that band. You should definitely go check it out, and you should hear the Kenny Wayne Shepherd "Blue on Black" that they do. They do a great rendition of that song.
Iron Maiden was your dark side. Oh my God, that's nothing. Listen to like Cryptic Slaughter and Dead Kennedys. I mean, come on, what are you doing? That's your dark side? That's not very dark. That's not dark at all. Maiden's like, I love Maiden. I just saw Maiden. They were awesome. But anyway, everybody have a good night. You know, thank you again. We could talk about, if you want to do a music thing, we could do that, but we can't do that tonight. We've been on 2 hours. It's time to go to bed.
Time to go to bed.
Yeah. So thank you everybody for coming and hanging out. Don't forget Wednesday, Pavel, Moravian, be there. Friday, we'll do I know we said we were going to do a little bit of a critique tonight. We did the Pimp Your Rig. We'll do critique next Friday night, and then we'll move it on from there. So keep an eye on the schedule at astralweb.com. I'll be updating that. I'll be updating all the pictures of the week. Put your pictures of the weekend so I can get them in on Monday to Tuesday. So you could all come vote, and we won't have 11 votes for the picture of the week. So everybody, have a good night. Thank you. And remember, as always, keep imaging, keep educating. Pete?
And thither or die.
I'm sorry. I thought I stopped because I thought Pete wanted to say something right before I
Oh,
finished.
no, I was just yawning.
You blabbed, Queen. You blabbed about Mars.
Clear skies, everybody.
And
And
get to
good night.
Oscar Miles.
Come on. Queen, give those people air.